All right, eyes up here for us to start, please, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, we went through and made external links and named anchor links, okay? To do our external links, we really just highlighted text, and then down in the properties panel, we typed in the link spot, we typed in the whole URL, http:// the whole thing. And then we tested that to make sure that the link that we put in worked, and we went to Navy Blue Angels and to the USS Alabama. The other thing that we did yesterday was we did our named anchors. And you can see on the screen here some of the name anchors that I did because the icon shows up here. Now, is this icon actually going to be on the page when I look at it in the browser? No. This gives you the spot that we actually named. So this spot right here, well, what did I name that? That's a really easy one to remember. Probably one that gets used a lot because it obviously just takes you to the top. Now, right here I went through and named the massages there, and we have to watch out, Hannah, for what when we name it? Don't highlight it and name it, because what happens when you do that? The word will disappear. So you just want to put your cursor before it, not over highlighted words, because the words will disappear. Oh, Hannah's nice enough to share that with the whole class, right? So we named this spot right here massages. Now, how did we get this word massage linked to this named anchor?
Yeah, you kind of... You click the crosshairs thing and drag it over.
Yeah, we clicked that point to file. It had that little target right here next to link, and we just pointed to it. Now, could we actually type it in?
Yeah.
Yes, because a named anchor link is always going to start with the pound sign, and then whatever it is. But if you type it in, the odds of a spelling mistake are going to be there. So we went through and named massages, facial, and body treatments, and on the very bottom, we put a link on top of page. Now, we did have problems with people doing the top of the page link. If I can get to the end of the page.
Do you have a thick purple marker?
Now, we needed to make sure that top of page was here at the left-hand side. Now, for some of us, in order to get that to work, I actually had to switch up here to my split screen. And when I clicked on split screen and saw the code, and then I clicked on my bringing it back out from indenting, and then it worked. But otherwise, if you didn't have it in split screen, it didn't. So just as a heads up, if your top of the page isn't to the left, try that. What we're going to be doing today is we're actually going to go in and replace this really boring space up here with the Spry menu bar. You will recall yesterday that I introduced and showed you what that Spry menu bar is. Now, one of the things I have to caution you with is when you make your menu bar, when you first make it, you get to determine whether or not it's going to be horizontal or if it's going to be vertical. Okay? If you're doing a horizontal one, you can go in later and change and add more things horizontally. But you can't switch from horizontal to vertical. Once you have decided if it's going to be horizontal or vertical, you can't then switch it. So you need to be careful about that. So, what I want you to do is go select the banner on the very top of your spa page. Then, using the arrow key on your keyboard, arrow to the right. And where does that put my cursor? Directly to the right of the banner. Now, we need to do a shift enter. And what does a shift enter do? Okay, it puts in a line break. So my cursor now is directly below my banner. And we're going to go through and enter in our Spry menu bar.
Okay, mine's like low.
Then come right on bright.
Yep, you can put it all in there.
You have keys in there too, or you want this locked?
Lock it up, please. There, got it. Okay, so up on the top, you're going to switch from common Go to Spry. And then when you switch from Common to Spry, you're going to go down here and you're going to see all kinds of options here. And then you're going to choose Spry menu bar. It's closer to the bottom. When you click on Spry menu bar, this is where the choice where you get to pick either horizontal or vertical. Miss Bloom, you need to know how to do this. You have to have your hand on the computer. Okay. We are going to be creating a horizontal menu bar. So make sure you have horizontal selected and then click on OK. Now, by default, when I choose that, you will notice that I have item 1, 2, 3, 4. We can, by going through and creating the Spry menu bar, we can change the colors to suit the theme of our website. Okay, now down here on my properties panel, you will notice right here, we can have multiple Spry menu bars. Not right now. What we need to do is we actually need to give it a name, and we're going to call this menu bar not menu bar 1, but just menu. Okay? That allows us to itemize it. Now, what we have here is a series of windows that we can create our drop downs. This first set right here is going to be what we would see going across. You will notice by default, when we build our menu bar, how many options does it give us? 4. What if I needed 7? Could I have 7? What if I only needed 2? We can certainly go through and edit that. Now, with item number 1 selected, you notice here that I have items 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3. So that's going to be where you would create your sub-menus. Okay, so we have items here, and then over here on the right, this is going to be where you change your text. This right here is going to be where you actually give it the link. So we just have a little bit of that organizational structure. So with item number 1 selected, we're going to give it the text name of home. Okay, now notice home has items 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3. Do we want a drop-down menu from home?
No.
No. So what are we going to have to do? Right here, where item 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3 is, I'm going to minus them, and that's going to delete them. Now, what page do I want home to link to? We don't have a page called home. Index. So I'm going to browse for that file, and we are going to link the word home to index. Okay, now let's go to item 2. Item 2 is going to be about us. And we're going to link item 2 to about us. Number 3 is going to be Sand Crab Cafe. And that will obviously link to our cafe page. Now, Sand Crab Cafe also has items 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3. Do we want to have sub-items for Sand Crab Cafe? No, we need to delete those. Those are going to be the ones to the right also. So you click on it and it's okay.
They call them children?
Yes. Yes, it's going to delete the box to the right. It's okay.
Oh. I was like,
Okay, after Sand Crab Cafe, we're going to have the Sea Spa. And guess what page that's going to link to? Spa. Then we need to create one more. How do we create one more?
Press the plus button.
Add the plus button.
Wow.
And then we are going to call that one activities.
Activity.
And then activities, I want to have a drop-down menu. So I need to add a sub-page, and I'm going to actually link it to cruises. And guess what page that would link to? Cruises. And then we're also going to have fishing. So going across the top, left to right, home, about us, Sand Crab Cafe, the Sea Spa, and then activities is the last one. And activity has 2 drop downs. It has cruises and fishing.
So we don't link activities.
No, we don't link activities. Oh wait, we do link activities. I was wrong. Sorry. Link activities to activities. Thank you for asking that question, Cody. So activities get links to activity, cruises goes to cruises, fishing goes to fishing.
Do I link Sand Crab Cafe to
Cafe.
Every cafe is that HTML. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, now what I need you to do, after you have all that text in there, I need you to switch so you can see your CSS styles. Okay? What do you notice on your CSS styles? What's been added?
Spry menu bar.
Spry menu bar has been added. Okay? Now, where is the Spry menu bar style sheet? Is it on the page or is it an external one? What do you think? Is it on the CSS page we made previously? No, we know that because it's not a subset of it. So when we look here, our Spry menu bar horizontal CSS is going to be on the page. Okay, because we didn't set it up separately. What I want to do is we need to edit it. So with the Spry menu bar horizontal selected, we're going to edit the rule by clicking on the pencil. And when you do that, you will notice you should have gotten your coding. Did your coding pop up? The coding popped up for me on split screen. And then also over here on the right, notice what happened. Okay, you had yours expanded. So what we need to do is, do you see where it says UL menu bar horizontal? Okay. These are automatically made. What we have to do in order to set items is you have to understand the code. This is the hardest part of doing our Spry menu bar, is knowing where to go to edit what for our appearance. So we have our menu bar horizontal. I'm going to select that. And then when I click on edit for the menu bar horizontal, I should get this pop-up screen. If I don't have this one selected, it's not going to pop up. For example, if I just have Spry menu bar and click on edit, there are so many different sub-menus that it can't open up an editor. So you have to know that I need to be in this first one here, and then we're going to edit it, and you should get this pop-up window. We're going to switch to type on the left-hand side for our CSS. And we want to choose our font family is going to be Tribeca, MS Arial Helvetica Sans Serif. Font size, we're not going to do 100%, we're going to do 14 pixels.
It's TREBUCHE.
You're a good speller.
So what we are doing right now is we're setting our font and we're setting our font size. You can go ahead and click on OK then. Do you notice what happened? Did you see your font changed on your menu bar? What happened to Sand Crab Cafe?
It went down and then it
Switched to 2 lines?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Why? Because our font changed and our font size changed. So let's go ahead and select UL menu bar horizontal LI. So I'm switching to my third cascading style sheet rule. It's again UL dot menu bar horizontal LI. What do you think LI stands for?
List item.
List item. Okay, so now we're going to go through and do some formatting for this list item. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and edit this rule. I'm going to pop up menu. And what I'm going to do on the left hand side is I'm going to choose my box category. Right here, the width of my box is set to 8. Okay, what we want to do is we want to change it. Now, this is where you need to think about some math. And in the future, coming up for your projects, seniors and underclassmen, you're going to have to create a menu bar and you're going to have to create some things with this. You're going to want your menu bar to go how far across? All the way across what? The screen? So you want it to go all the way across the screen in here? What's going to happen in the library? You're going to have to scroll. Do you want to scroll to the right? Ah, Christina is the bing, bing, bing magical winner up there. Say it again, please, Christina. The banner. So what you have to do is you need to decide. You need to find out how wide your banner is. Can you figure that out in Dreamweaver?
Yeah.
Because if you select the image, it'll give you your width, correct? Now, how am I going to determine how wide I want each box?
Divide by the amount of
Divided by the number of menu items you want to have, correct?
We had math in the
I know, you got to do some math. There, you can tell you're a math teacher, you did math outside of math class. So you would take your width of your banner and divide by your menu items. Okay? So, the book already did that for us. So we are going to set the width of our box to 190. What is 190? How's it going to be measured? Pixels. Okay? So change your width from 8 to 190. And then switch to pixels. Don't leave it at EM. Okay? Now, we want to set the height. Now, height you can set for what you would feel appropriate. Do you want something ginormous? No. No. So let's go ahead and set our height to 25 pixels. So we just set the size of the box that it appears in. The next thing we want to do is we want to set the alignment for our list items. So I need to switch from the word box on the category to the word block. And when I go to block here, what I need to do is I need to change my text alignment from left to center. So we had to move our category from box to block and change your text alignment from left to center. And then you can click on OK. What happened to your menu bar?
Something happened wrong.
Okay. Is your menu bar the width of your banner?
Yeah.
It should be.
Well, mine's going up and down, so I'm not really sure what's what.
You made your banner, you made your nav bar wrong to start with. You chose vertical instead of horizontal. You can't switch it. You
I
gotta.
did. It was horizontal. It just switched now.
Oh, see if you can undo. Can you? Don't undo anymore. And now go back into the menu, the CSS you were just working in. You were supposed to be in UL menu bar horizontal LI. Look where I am, Taylor. Look up here. The third one down.
I have to fix everything, go back.
Yes.
How come mine's off by a little?
You're also to the lined up to the left a little bit more because of where your
How do I get rid
named
of
anchor
everything?
is, Cody. So it's fine. When we go to preview, it'll be fine.
How do I get rid of everything?
You have to undo what you did. All right. Now let's go through and change the colors. Because would you agree the colors don't match with striped umbrella? Okay. So to change our colors, what we need to do is we need to scroll down on our CSS until we find the rule that says ul.menubar horizontal A. Okay. You have to have the correct CSS rule selected to start with. Then I'm going to edit that rule. This is going to be where it opened up the background by default. Would you agree? And we're going to change the background color to FFF. You got to figure it out, Taylor. I can't stop. You delete it and start over. That would be your best bet.
But I keep clicking horizontal, it comes up vertical.
Delete it.
I did.
The whole thing. And you have to delete the style sheet too. Oh, I just typed something wrong. Sorry. Taylor distracted me. On the category, please go to type. In type, for the color text box,
I deleted my
change 333 to FFF. Then go to background and change your background color. I accidentally typed in FFF there. I need to do 09C. So that should give you a blue background and white text. If you click on apply, you should have a menu bar that looks similar to mine. Okay, now, eyes up here. The next rule is kind of a crazy one. This is what it tells you in the book. It tells you to open up the longest CSS rule. So what I did to show you which one is the longest, I clicked and drug to the left so I could really expand out my CSS rule, and then I could see all of them. Otherwise, if you only have it tiny, you really can't see which one is the longest one. But do you see it here?
Yes.
That is the longest rule that's there. Okay, so you are going to select that rule. So far, to point out, we have edited the horizontal rule, this very first one. We set our font. Our LI, we went through and set the width of the box. Our A, we set our color. Now, on this long one is going to be where we change the color when we mouse over. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit that rule. This is the rule that happens when we mouse over. We want to go to the category type, so change on category on the left-hand side from background to type. In our color, we want to change it from FFF to 630. And then switch our background color from 33C to FC9. And if you click on apply, it should have changed it for cruises and fishing and when you mouse over. Now, can you see anything yet?
No.
What do you think we need to do?
How
How about we save it? I got this copy dependent file, so you can go ahead and click on OK. And then I'm going to F12 that, which will open it in browser. And you should find when you mouse over, the color changes to brown.
Mine does not. Mine's doing it blue.
We just changed it. You didn't change it to the right color then. You didn't have the right rule selected. Okay. Then you didn't change the last rule correctly. Okay. The last rule change that I just did was I had selected the longest CSS rule. I'm doing it right now for you to double check if your colors do not change over on mousing. Okay. And you're going to go in here, and your type color should be this brown of 630. That's going to be your font color.
Yeah.
And the background here, background color should be pound FC9.
Yep. That's what I have.
Okay. Then click on OK. What's that?
Does the capitalization matter?
No.
Yeah, it's still dark blue.
Yeah, it's dark blue and I
All right. It might take a little bit for that. Did you get the error message popping up about the attached CSS style? I see your hand is up. You don't need to keep holding it. I'll come up.
And then the menu for activities.
really don't have the drop down box.
Did you save your page?
Yes.
Yeah, I saved it.
Close Dreamweaver and reopen it. It works fine in Chrome.
So, wait, does this stop?
All of your links should work. If the color isn't working yet, give it a second. But your links should work. If you click on home, it should take you there. And then when you go back to Spy, you should have that menu bar. About Us, Spa, Sand Crab Cafe is a blank page still. The Sea Spa, Activities should take you to Cruises, which is blank, and Fishing.
Yeah, mine's still blue.
Just give it a second. Relax. I can't troubleshoot everything from here. I wanted to show you what it should look like, and then I have to look with you. Okay? All right, let me do one more thing. I want you, if your menu bar is not working yet, don't do this. Okay? But just look up here because I want you to see how to do this. I want your menu bar to be working correctly before you do this activity. Now, do we want to go through and do this over and over again on all of our pages?
No.
That is way too much work. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we want to do you see when I'm clicked within the menu bar, I have this word right here where it says Spry menu bar menu? Okay. I would click this. And then what I'm doing is you will notice on the properties panel down below it has all of my information for my menu bar. Would you agree?
Yep.
Okay. Then what I would do is I would go up on the top, my drop down menu, my words, and I would go to edit. And then I would copy. Okay. Don't do this until your menu bar is working correctly though, okay? Once I go to copy, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to another page. I'm going to go to activities. Okay.
Yeah, your horizontal rule is like here, and then your second go all the way to that new banner.
So is it asking me if I want to update this link?
Yes. Well, no, don't wait. I don't know what you're doing. So hang on one second. So what I'm doing is I'm highlighting the original menu bar, and then I'm going to go to edit, and then I'm going to go to paste. Why am I highlighting the original menu bar?
So that it goes in place.
So it's going to go right back in that exact spot. If you don't do that, it will go in another location and won't work. So I'm going to click on paste. Look what happens. My menu bar works. I didn't have to go back and redesign that CSS over and over again.
Just die upstairs.
It would be next door. And then I would do the same thing on my index page, and also on About Us. I know I need to help some people troubleshoot their menu bar. I get that, but just want to show you how easy it is once you have your menu bar working the way you want on all of these. So I still need to save all of these. Let me give you a keyboard shortcut. I have 4 pages here I need to save. So I can hold down the Shift key, and then I can go to File, and then it will give me a Save All. So it actually will save all those pages, and I don't have to go to each page independently and save them. So all of those pages now saved instead of going to each one. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if I preview this page now, this is the About Us. When I go to Home, notice what's my problem. Does anyone see it? What's the matter on Home?
It links differently,
when
like
you
color
mouse
different.
over it, the font color, the text color.
Nope.
Well, it is. Stop doing more than
It blinks. It doesn't blink when you click it.
No. What's wrong with Home? Look at it.
No picture.
Nope. Compare C-Spry to Home.
purple.
Are they supposed to be the same?
Yeah.
So confused.
There's like a little different spacing.
The spacing between my menu bar, do you see that?
Yeah, it like flickers up and down.
Yes. Do I want my menu bar to move?
No.
No. So when I go to the cafe, or if I go to About Us, the menu bar should not, it looks like the top part never changes. What changes is the information below. So what do I need to do? Yep, I'm going to have to take a look at my index page, and you will notice there's a little bit of space there, so I actually have to go to Code. Here's my menu line right here, and I would need to compare my index page code. If I look here, here is my striped umbrella banner. Notice that the BR is right here on that same line, and it's not on index, and I would need to change that. A little thing like that will make a difference. So I would save that page, F12 it again. Now look at the difference. Just because the BR was on a second line. Now when I click here, my menu bar does not jump down. So you have to, that would be something you'd have to check in Code.